What is poppin'? Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, my good friend Eldridge Cortez. You guys may or may not know about Eldridge. He's been on the channel before. I did a feature film on his white 335. He actually recently put on a M2 front bumper from Souvenir and M3 style fenders on his 335 F30. And it looks fire. I might be a little bit biased about the M2 front bumper, but it looks really good on the F30. I actually have a lip for his front bumper from Souvenir. So we're gonna go ahead and install that, kind of take a look at it, and then get into some other stuff. Some more video, hang out. I haven't seen him in a minute either. I haven't seen him since like the whole quarantine thing, so it'll be good to see him and just kind of shoot the shit. So of course we're gonna head to Starbucks and meet him there and then get the video started. Let's do it. Being respectful, got the valves closed. That probably won't last long. We literally both turned on the street at the exact same time. That is so funny, dude. Just like we're both filming each other, dude. That's so funny. I literally turn on the street and I see him turn on, and then I look at the car and I see him filming. That's too funny. Eldorado, where you going? My G? What up? You lost? Yo, his shit looks fire with that bumper, dude. That looks dope. Looks so good with that bumper. That's probably the best bumper you can get for the F30. Got the coffee, heading back to the house. It's really cool to see the differences of like the two bumpers, like the M2 and then like the F30 M2 bumper next to each other. I'll park my car next to his so you guys can really see the difference, but it's pretty wild. Looks sick. So crazy, it's like I'm looking at an M2. It's like I'm looking at an M2, but it's not. It's wild, dude. Definitely the dopest front end for an F30. All right, I want to show you guys the differences in the two because it's interesting to see them next to each other. Isn't that crazy? So it's the M2 front bumper with the competition slits. So like the whole thing up top though, it's like cut off like right there, and it's an F30 top, which is actually like so interesting. Dude, it legit feels like I'm looking at an M2 in my rearview mirror. It's like so weird. But it's not. It's not an M2. It's the crazy part. Yeah, it's like a skinny version of my car. It's wild, dude. If you didn't have the hood or the fenders, I feel like it wouldn't look, yeah, like it wouldn't flow as well. But since you have the GTS hood and the M3 fenders, it like flows super good. Same exact thing. Except like up top, it's just the F30 stuff. And then obviously he has the competition slits down below. And then he did the M3 fenders. Looks fucking dope, man. Looks really good. So we actually have a lip from Souvenir that we're gonna put on his car. I have two lips. So I have one lip that's for an M2 competition bumper, and then I have one lip that's for a standard M2, different than the one that I have in the car now. So we're gonna try both of them and see which one fits. We really don't know which one is the right fitment, so go ahead and throw them on. And make sure you guys go subscribe to Eldridge if you're not already. Eldridge Cortez, I'll leave his information down below. Do it, but he does a bunch of F30 content, obviously with his 335. All right, let's go in the thick shop. Yeah, this is the shop, dude. This is the store. Sold. All right, here's all of this is Andres' F30 stuff. That F30 land. Oh, here's my splitter. All right, so this is the one that's for the competition. So we actually like thought it was for the M2 base, and then when I did my headlights, I was gonna put this on, and I tried to put it on and it didn't fit. It's too big. So. You wanna mock it up here? Yeah, so we'll mock it up on yours and see if that one works, and if this one doesn't work, I have one back here. Here, you wanna unwrap it? That one is for the non-competition, which is also fire. Both of them are dope. They're a little bit different. The competition one has like the winglets on the side, and then this one is just like a flat version of mine, but it goes all the way across the entire bumper. So, but they're both sick. They're both sick for sure. I want to throw them up and see which ones fit. Oh, it's the middle piece that was weird, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like if you look at this, like the middle piece on this one is super short. And that's what I think is the difference between the competition. The competition has a longer bottom part. It's just wider. It's actually the same width, but it has like a different dimension for the centerpiece. So that is actually a good representation of how it looks. All right, so this is the one that we're going with. This is actually the M2 comp lip. So the other one that we had up there it wasn't fitting like at all. We're kind of assuming, we did some measuring and we're assuming that the bumpers on the bottom are the same. I'm gonna test fit the other one onto my bumper later just to make sure that it is in fact the lip that is an issue. But lining this one up, this was for a competition, and really like the only gaps that you have are right here. They're not bad. Like once we actually get it mounted up and properly positioned, it'll be pretty solid. You won't be able to detect those little gaps. But as far as like a total all in all fitment, this one is definitely the best one out of the both of them. And it looks good. Dude, it trips me out. It like really feels like I'm looking at a M2. Looks so good though. So I got the lip. I actually already ceramic coated this lip because I thought that I was gonna run it on my M2, and I ended up sticking with the lip I have now. But we'll go ahead and throw it on his. It's gonna look good. It'll look really good. All right, so the way that we're doing this is gonna be a little bit different than most people do it, but this is because this is really for an M2 competition, but we're kind of making it fit this car because we like the way this one fits the best. So what we've decided to do is we're gonna do some bolts on the side here, and then we're gonna do some self-tapping screws right here and here, and then self-tapping screws all across along with 3M, and that's gonna be the best way to make this fit onto this bumper. We're lining this lip up based off of the edges. So we're taking this flange and lining it up with the back of the bumper over here rather than lining it up with the front. So it will sit like a little bit recessed in, but we think that that looks the best in terms of like the way that the bumper flows and the way that this carbon fiber lip flows. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke some holes. We already cleaned the bottom of the bumper off with isopropyl, and then after we smoke the holes into it, we'll go ahead and throw some 3M on, throw it onto the car, bolt everything up, and we should be good. These are the bolts that we're using. So these are like 1.5 inch bolts with nylon washers, and then I also have some, or nylon nuts, and then I also have some washers, and then we have some self-tapping screws. We got 1.5 inch and 1 inch. Probably end up using the 1.5 inch because it's a little bit longer. And then of course I have some 3M, yeah, extreme hold. So that's the game plan. We're gonna get after it. So we just got finished with it, and we ended up using we used 2 bolts on each side, and then we used 2 bolts in the center, all with nylon nuts and washers. And then we used 6 self-tapping screws and 3M all the way across. And honestly, dude, for like this being an M2 competition lip on an M2 bumper, it fits pretty well. Like it actually worked out pretty good. The only real differences you can see are right in here. Like there's a little gap right here because the M2 competition has a wider front valence. So like you'll get a little bit of a gap right here, but you can't even notice it. You really can't even tell. It's a super clean lip, like very minimal, but just adds a little bit of flair to it. And then it's got the side flares right here, which actually really go well with his car. So we're gonna head out and take a little bit of B-roll, some film, and then get some more photos, kind of see it out in the daylight. Keys? Bruh. So this is the F37, just so you guys know. Basically, it's a mixture of the F30 with the F87. They only made them in Mexico. Very rare. This thing sounds good. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like it, man. It's like seeing it out in the sun, for sure. It almost, like mine looks like it sticks too far out now when I look at mine. It's weird.
I think that's good. That's what I'm saying, like this is...
Yeah.
You see how yours is a little bit more, it looks thicker?
Yeah, for sure.
So pretty much everything over there is front and into over there. It looks very similar.
It's crazy. It's so crazy seeing these together, but like the bodies being different. It's so weird. It's like trippy, dude. So that's what we ended up with. Dude, it looks actually like super clean. I dig it. So just to be clear, it is an M2 competition lip with an M2 front bumper. Now, just because it has these slits down here doesn't necessarily mean it's an M2 competition front bumper, because technically this is like a replica that was made for the F30, but it just so happens that the dimensions of this front bumper are the same dimensions of a standard M2. We think that that's the case. They just added the 3 slits in there to look like the competition. And then obviously everything up top is F30. So it's pretty interesting to see. It really works with his car because he has the GTS hood and then he has the M3 fenders. It's like the overall aggression, like it flows really well on his entire car. Have you done anything else to this car since you were last on here?
It's the roof wrap. That's about it.
Oh, that's right. You got the roof done? So yeah. Oh, you must have done that recently, huh?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it looks good. As far as performance though, it's all the same, right?
Yeah, it's still the same.
Okay, cool. Since the last like feature film we did?
Yeah. I mean, besides the update that MHD had for 3rd and 6th gear.
Oh, okay. So what, but if you dynoed, it would be the same, right?
Probably, because
Yeah.
last time my dyno was in 4th gear.
Okay. And you what did it put down? I forget. 350?
370 and like about 400.
Okay, so 370 to the wheels and about 400 foot-pounds of torque. MHD, right?
Yeah.
And then exhaust setup is?
Catalyst downpipe and a muffler delete.
Okay. Catalyst downpipe, and then he has the stock mid-pipe with the resonators and then a muffler delete rear section. So it has a good tone to it. And then I think he was talking about doing some different wheels at some point.
You got another spoiler.
Oh yeah, dude, what's the... You were like all secretive about your spoiler setup. What is it gonna be?
It's very similar to the other one, except I think it comes over here. I haven't even tested it yet.
Oh, okay. So it's like a PSM style.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's the deal with his car, you guys. I'm sure you guys already know about Eldridge. You've seen him on the channel. Oh, this, I haven't seen this yet.
What?
The inside with the yellow?
Yeah.
That's dope. Is that vinyl?
It is, yeah.
Damn, dude. All yellow. He went yellow start stop too, which is easily 30 horsepower. And then he did the V-brace too in yellow. Swing. It's dope. That is dope. And yellow brakes. So that's your thing. You're doing the yellow and white. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the M2 bumper with GTS hood with the M3 fenders? It's fire. And he said he was gonna make some kind of like custom badge, probably like a 335 or something.
Yeah, more than likely.
F37. That's our the new car chassis is the F37 because it's a mixture of the F30 and F87.
37 CS.
CS, yeah, this is CS version. So you guys have to tell me what you think. What do you think, man? We got the M2 F30 front end and the M2. It's cool to see them together. It's super trippy when I'm driving though because it looks like I literally have an F30 or a M2 behind me with like a longer body. It's very odd, but it looks dope. All right, so we're gonna roll out and get some footage and some photos. And if you guys are interested in any of this stuff that you saw today, the lip, the bumper, the fenders, all that stuff for the F30, I'll have it linked down below. About to have a little run with my boy. So he's FBO 335 MHD.
Got him, boys.
You know we got those mirrors coming up, boy. Oh, sod it. Sod it. 530. I had to put one hand down for the gapping, bro. Not today. Literally, I had to put the camera down so I could gap that guy. I just couldn't let him go. He was like accelerating on me and it was a 5 Series. I just felt like I had to do my part. But yeah, look at that F37, bro. It's hard, man. Vlogging and gapping in a manual is not easy, guys. Not easy. All right, so we got them both up here. Like I was saying before, man, it's just crazy to see these both together. Like his car legit looks like an M2 with my rearview mirror. It's crazy. Looks like my car. Huge shout out to Souvenir though. Hoods are by Souvenir. Whole front end pretty much of his car is Souvenir. Lip, M2 front bumper, M3 side skirts. Tell me what you think about his setup. I think it's dope. This car like really works with all that aggression too, especially with the lip, side skirt extensions, whole thing. I think it's sick. Eldridge, thanks for coming up, man. Appreciate it. You guys subscribe to Eldridge. I'll put all his information down below. Make sure you guys check out his channel. Bunch of F30 stuff. You're always hounding me for F30 content. Well, here you go. What do you guys think about the wingless look, man? Should he keep it without the spoiler or put the spoiler on? All right, guys, so that is the video today with the Souvenir front lip on Eldridge Cortez's BMW F30, F37, F82, 37, 30, mixture, hybrid, whatever you want to call it. I actually really do like the M2 front bumper and like the whole package with his car. I think it works really well. I don't know if like an M2 front bumper on just like a very stock F30 would work well, but he's obviously got much more going on in his car, so it looks really good. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think about that whole setup. And like I said before, make sure you subscribe to my boy over there. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up. Links to everything that you saw in this video down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification, and just like that, the video's over, and we're out. Peace.